Today I want to talk about a subreddit called NoSleep. If you haven't heard of it, it's a subreddit where people post scary stories and other people upvote them and comment on them like they're real. The problem is they love cliches, and in this video I want to go over why I think that is, how I gamed the system with the most cliche story ever to hit the #1 spot, and what I think we can do to fix the issue. So let's jump into it. To start, here's the proof. 2,900 votes on this story, submitted 5 days ago. This was #1 on NoSleep for over 24 hours. And I'll put a link in the comments to this story so you can check it out. But the problem with this story is it's extremely cliche. It's guy is stalking a woman and then eventually kills her. It's the story on NoSleep. But let's talk about how we got here. So if you look at the top stories on NoSleep, the top has 19,000, the bottom of the top of all time has 9,000. So we didn't get to all time with the cliche story, but we still made enough of an impact to hit the top. But these are all the same story. It's basically, one, I found this object somewhere, or I have a story to tell. Two, it starts out very normal and then ends in either gore or a disappearance. Such a simple formula. One might even say horror as a genre is that formulaic. But I wanted to prove to myself that it wasn't that easy. You don't just create a cliche story and hit #1 on NoSleep. And turns out I was wrong. I didn't write that story, by the way, that went on NoSleep. Here's how I did it. I went to Fiverr and I searched write horror, and I bought every single one of these. I spent 70, 80 bucks buying every single person who said they could write a horror story to write a story. If you guys are into NoSleep, you want your own scary story, this is the woman I would check out. But this is the criteria that I sent over. I listed out things that I thought would scare people. Intended audience is NoSleep, genre is horror. Think about Oculus. And this is what she delivered. She came up with the journal concept. The only thing I changed when I posted this to Reddit was I separated the journal entries out into multiple days. So you can see here it's January 3rd, January 5th, and I added the framing device of I found this journal at our apartment building's garage sale. Here are a few select pages, because framing devices work really well on NoSleep. And so I posted this story up, no vote manipulation, nothing weird, posted it on the Reddit. Naturally, it started gaining upvotes. I could tell it was gonna be viral within an hour or two because it had a few hundred upvotes already. The ratio is high, it's 93% upvoted, meaning people who saw this story really loved it. 35,000 views on here. And the question or the issue that I wanna bring up to you guys, especially if you're anyone who contributes to /r/NoSleep, is why are you upvoting this type of content? If you really love horror cliches and you love seeing the same story over and over again, I guess that's fine. Maybe real horror authors should go to another subreddit. But if we keep rewarding this type of cliched content, there's no way the horror genre is gonna progress on NoSleep. And it's gonna be up to other channels to move it forward. There's too many authors on this subreddit that link to their horror anthologies where it's story after story of guy sees a woman, goes crazy and kills her. Or woman babysits children, goes crazy from some haunted object and kills everybody. Or guy gets trapped in a basement and there's ghosts and he ends up killing everybody, or somebody disappears. It's the same thing over and over again. And the longer we keep encouraging it, the less chance NoSleep is gonna have an impact on the horror community. What do you think? How can NoSleep stop encouraging cliches? Would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. We're trying to hit 100,000 subs this year, so if you could share this with a friend or two, that would be much appreciated. And if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.